Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is our reaction to Geass episodes 4 and 5. Last time, we had a triple episode of you getting to know Lelouch and the gang and Suzaku, and now Suzaku is captured. Mm-hmm. And Lelouch has cleared his name. Now Colin no longer thinks that he is the strange voice on the phone. Mm-hmm. Things seem to be looking up, and Lelouch is starting to learn more about his powers.
I mean, it seems to be looking up, other than the fact that his childhood best friend is now accused of killing the prince.
That's true, but at least his name is cleared, and his own identity is safe.
He clearly has something else going on because he told Colin to meet him somewhere. So I don't know what exactly he has planned for that, but I guess we'll find out.
Indeed. Leave a like and subscribe, and check out Patreon to get us however many episodes ahead. Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Do you know anything about this weapon? It was the one used to rob Prince Clovis of his life. And we've done a little homework on you as well. You're the eldest child of Japan's last acting prime minister, are you not? Your motive here is clear.
You're making a mistake. I have never even laid eyes on that gun.
We found your fingerprints all over this weapon. You're also suspected of murdering members of the Royal Guard. Come clean now, and you'll be judged as though you were born a Britannian, not some worthless 11.
You're wrong. I've done nothing.
That was Suzaku they mentioned on the news, wasn't it?
Yep. It looks like he's still alive.
It's been ages. We haven't seen him since the war ended. Even we. And Lelouch?
What is it?
It wasn't true what the news said, was it?
Of course not. Suzaku would never do anything like that. They've just made a mistake.
Yeah, must be.
Right. Well, good night, Nanali.
That's why we should have issued a friggin' statement sooner. We could have taken credit for it.
Naruto, I'm not cut out for this. I'm no leader.
It's Colin's older brother.
Best in the business working on it. Once the slide system is in order, it's all yours. Once I've erased all of the evidence, I should forget this ever happened, right?
Being a bit more specific now.
We've lost the most crucial part of the equation.
Can we do it without him?
Don't I wish? The other units never let go of a good pilot. And even if we got one, they'd never match his readings. His operational efficiency clocked in at 94%, and you want to replace him?
You should tell them that. Perhaps they'll let Suzaku go.
He's an honorary Britannian. They'd never listen. Ever since General Barley's disgrace, the purebloods have the military in an iron grip.
And purebloods what?
From what I understand, they're saying that only pureblood Britannians should be allowed to serve in the military.
Their view is one of their own can never be a criminal. But if the criminal is an 11, it paves the way for Margrave Jeremiah to shut down the practice of granting natives honorary status.
And what about Suzaku?
That's a great idea.
But decided.
You are not gambling, you guys!
Come on, don't be such a stick in the mud.
He's right, though. Maybe it's time to quit.
Huh?
I found a better opponent, actually.
You did? I don't get it.
You're cutting me in on the action too, right?
No.
No. Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Tokyo Tower.
Tokyo Tower is fucking crumbled.
Who contacted us, wasn't it?
Attention, please. Paging Miss Colin Stockfeld of Ashford Academy. One of your personal effects has been turned in at the kiosk on the observation deck. I repeat.
Hi, I'm assuming this phone is yours, ma'am.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, there's no debating it. Life is better here thanks to Prince Clovis. I mean, it's all due to Britannia that we could rebuild as quickly as we did. I'm happy about that.
Zero?
Trying to act like, oh yeah, it's so awesome here.
On Loop Line 5 and bring your friends.
What?
You handled His Highness's memorial program very well. A little too weepy for my tastes, but...
Yes, well, the masses tend to like tearjerkers, Your Excellency.
Spoken like a true TV man. Still, I have to acknowledge the finesse you've shown. One would almost think you were expecting His Highness to meet his untimely end.
It's quite common for memorial programs to be set in advance for important people.
Does that include me as well?
Recent events may have bumped you up the list, Your Excellency.
I wasn't deemed important enough till now, is that it?
I'm afraid so, sir.
Ever thought of enlisting? The army could use more men like you.
Not really my cup of tea.
I have another favor to ask of you. Tomorrow night, Suzaku Kururugi will be transferred to his court-martial.
We should line the road with good, patriotic Britannians.
Excellent. You catch on quickly, don't you? Be sure the rabble can see his face.
Lord Jeremiah, there are those among the 11s who see Private Kururugi as a hero. Some might very well make an attempt to free him.
I'll be there personally aboard my Southerly. If anyone even thinks of causing trouble, they'll be executed on the spot.
Attention all. If you personnel by using the nearest intertelephone.
Face forward and look to your right. What do you see?
The Britannian city. It was stolen away from us and built on our sacrifice.
And on the left?
I see our city. Remnants of a desiccated city after the Britannians sucked it dry.
Good answer. Now make your way to the front of the train.
It's so crazy.
Was it you?
So dramatic.
You haven't seen anything yet,
Do you think it's a trap?
so they won't remember anything.
Well, was that you and Shinjuku? Was that ceasefire you're doing?
Hey, we're talking
In the tunnel. It doesn't turn into the tunnel.
Oh, come on. There's no way it was this Joker.
I wanted you to fully grasp
That's Batman, not the Joker.
and the ghetto.
Yeah, we know. There's a difference between us and them, and that's why we resist them.
You're wrong. Britannia will not fall to terrorism.
Fall?
It's little better than childish nuisance.
What was that?
You calling us a bunch of kids?
You should know your enemy. It is a war you must wage, but not on the innocent. Take up your sword. Fight for justice.
Oh, please. That's all easy enough to say, isn't it? Hiding behind that mask.
She's right! Are you going to show us your face or not?
Very well. I'll show you. But rather than my face, bear witness to my power.
Are you gonna show us your face? Very well. But rather than my face.
Oh my god.
Also, I love that they walk into real quick. I love that they walk into the train car. They're just like, "Hey, who are you? Do you not hear us? Hey, who are you?" Is he waiting for something? The tunnel comes and then he turns around and it's like it didn't matter what they said. He would just wait till the tunnel came along. It's so theatrical. It's great.
If I deliver to you the impossible, then I might have earned your trust.
Honestly, I'm surprised he's in the student council, not the drama club. Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, he's a prince. What can you say?
Prime Minister Kururugi was his father. So what? The bastard gave up Japan. Our people don't know that about him.
The whole Shinjuku business was the work of Kozuki's group, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. They're being led by a man named Ogi at the present.
Has Kururugi's family said anything?
No, sir. They broke contact with him once he joined the military.
Toto, what are your thoughts?
We should not become involved in this public execution.
You're Toto the miracle worker, right?
There is a difference between miracles and foolhardiness.
Congratulations! Those two you asked
Voice of
me
Orochimaru,
are
by the
on
way.
the list of casualties.
Good to hear.
Not much luck on your end, though. You may be getting a trial, but no one is pulling for you, certainly.
But the courts are where truth comes to light.
Sure they are.
The truth is scarce of late.
If that's how the world works, then so be it. I've no regret.
Very principled.
Yeah, he's very...
Trust the process, even if the process is as corrupt as anything you've ever seen.
All of them waiting on bated breath.
To watch someone get publicly executed in the public square.
Honorary Britannian and former 11, Suzaku Kururugi.
It's so crazy. It's like they're just saying the N-word, like, on TV. That's how it's, like, 11. Like, they just call them 11s, like... Oh, it's just so, like, I don't know.
I can see them. They have the suspect. Suzaku Kururugi is headed this way.
Like clockwork. What a circus this is.
I wonder how they're gonna get him out of this.
What do you think? Any theories?
I don't know.
It's difficult with all the people there.
Yeah.
This is insane. We know that Suzaku was innocent.
The court deemed our testimony inadmissible. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah, because they knew where he was. They knew he couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But they planted evidence as well.
Semantics.
The railroading it.
Much else to do.
Raining their judgment down on a terrorist.
Some of the shit's like too real. It's kind of crazy.
Integral in settling
Idol in this case will be presiding over the trial as acting consul.
Suiting up in the darkness.
No way the three of them could pull this off on.
He told us. He said he'd make the impossible possible. He gave us his word.
Was that a tear?
To save Suzaku Kururugi.
Sweat.
Right. No need to turn back. The die is
How can you see in this? Is there like a...
Acting Consul Jeremiah.
What is it?
Vehicle approaching the main highway from 3rd. We just let it through as you instructed, but, sir, it's Prince Clovis's car.
The prince's car? Well, looks like we've got a comedian. Don't worry about it. Just let him through to us.
Oh, really? We can kill him and possibly these civilians as well.
This is Site 5. There's a vehicle approaching them. It's Prince Clovis's personal transport, and it's heading straight for the
That is such a weird car.
It's like the Pope Mobile, how it has like the...
Hope they can't tell it's fake.
It's like a glass like separating the people. It's all taped up in cardboard and shit.
I see. Just you two then.
I'm sorry, we just need a little more time.
No, the two of you will do just fine.
None of the others trust him.
Come on, that's ridiculous. There will be too many of them.
With your help, clearing the task at hand will
This
be child's
outfit.
play. I'll need this by tomorrow. All that matters is the exterior.
Not just, hey, I'll need this. Just, I will need this by tomorrow. It's so good.
I am Zero.
Zero?
Who is this person? He's mailing himself Zero, standing before a full military convoy.
What the hell does he think he's doing?
Who is this man calling himself Zero?
Oh my god.
What do you mean? Nothing?
Are we gazing on a terrorist? Certainly not the wisest if such is the case.
An 11? Now to return the favor, Suzaku.
I've seen enough, Zero. This little show of yours is over.
Bring in more of them. He's like, ah, perfect. The wind that I requested.
Yes, Jeremiah. You never saw inside this thing, so you assume it holds poison gas.
Wait, you don't understand?
But he knows, but he can't talk.
Purpose is unclear.
And they're in public.
We'll see if this so-called terrorist has anything to say.
Bastard.
And since his reputation's on the line, he can't just...
Here hostage, and he's done it without them even knowing it.
They have no idea.
I think you know full well.
Get that camera right in his face. Amateurs.
You know, I think you know full well.
What are your demands?
In exchange, this for Kururugi.
Like hell. He's charged with high treason for murdering a prince.
No, you're mistaken, Jeremiah. He's no murderer.
I am.
The man who killed Clovis was myself.
Looks directly
Just as
at the camera.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. The real culprit, eh? What? This masked man called Zero? No, we can't be sure who he is. But in any case,
They're just
he's
eating it
claimed
up.
to be the real assassin.
Crap, there's no way out of
It's more interesting than the Amber Heard trial.
You'll save scores of precious Britannians. I find that to be a bargain.
This is all one big performance to him.
He's mad, I tell you. Disguising this.
Careful. You don't wish the public to learn of Orange, do you?
Orange? What's he talking about?
I don't know.
If I die, it'll all go public. If you don't want that to happen,
What are you talking about? What is this?
you'll do everything in your power to let us go. You're prisoner as well.
Right, understood. You there, release the prisoner.
What on earth are you doing?
I love how did he make that? When did he make that? I thought that he had like found that somewhere, but I guess he custom made that to allow for his one eye to pop through.
Oh, it was the guy. You remember he came into the guy with the long hair and he's bald on top, the old guy, and he's at the start of this episode. Hang on. He was talking to him in like a dark room and he was like, "Oh, the modifications will be ready soon." So him. He Geassed him, and he's like a tailor or something. Little quick scene. That's what I like about the show, and what kind of fucks it up a little bit. It shows you without telling at all, so it doesn't. It like shows you just a little bit, and then you have to kind of make assumptions and really think about it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay,
was
here we
about.
go.
Understood. You
So he's like, they'll hear about Orange. You'll do everything you can.
It's also good because then it's making him seem like he knows about some like other stuff that can't be released to the public.
Exactly.
So then it just makes him like him look bad to everyone else on live TV.
Exactly.
Hand him over. Nobody gets in his way. What are you thinking? You can't do this.
The other purebloods. Cool. With 3 people and just a bullshit lie and a superpower.
So who the hell are you?
As I thought, they didn't allow you to speak.
Oh.
It's time to go, Zero.
Well then, till next time.
Cowardly 11! What, Jeremiah, what are you?
You heard me. Stand down now.
Oh my god.
Geass!
They're not alone at all. They jumped right off.
Oh my god.
Eject!
Are you going to follow orders or not? I believe all units. Do I make myself clear? Do everything in your power to help them get away.
How awesome is that?
Crap. How many times can a bluff like that work anyway?
You gotta give the guy some
I mean,
credit.
it literally worked.
It worked without a
Nobody else could've
hitch.
pulled that off. Not the Japanese Liberation Front. Certainly not me. We've always thought that a full-on war with Britannia wasn't a possibility at all. But maybe with him, it is.
Now you know what they're really like, Private Kururugi. Britannia is rotten. If you wish to bring change to this world, then join me.
So is it true? Are you really the one who killed Prince Clovis?
This is war. Why wouldn't I kill an enemy commander?
And the gas? Those were civilians out there.
A bluff to help things along. The result? Not a single death.
The result? That's all that matters to you, I suppose.
Come join me. The Britannia you serve is a worthless dominion.
Maybe that's true, but this nation, it can be changed for the better, and from within.
Change?
And any ends gained through contemptible means aren't worth anything.
Where are you going?
My court-martial begins in an hour.
Are you mad? The only reason they're giving you a trial is to find you guilty!
Rules are rules. And if I don't
This guy's
go,
way too.
I'll start cracking down on 11s and honorary Britannians.
But you'll die!
I don't mind.
Don't be an idiot!
An old friend of mine always used to tell me that. He'd say I was a fool. It's my weakness, I guess. I'd try to bring you in, but you just end up killing me. And if I'm going to die, it'll be in the service of the people. Even so, I thank you for saving me.
Very principled.
Why is he walking to the edge of the building?
It's a crumble building. It's probably a way out.
Private Kururugi has made contact with the authorities. However, now that the original charges against him have been thrown into question, it's very possible Kururugi will be found innocent and acquitted. For a legal perspective on all of this, we now turn to our legal analyst.
Miss Sayako?
I always love this picture. What did you think of that episode?
I do think he's just way too
Suzaku?
Yeah, he's just like he's so following the rules.
He's so
And
idealistic.
it's hard because it kind of makes sense because he's like, well, if I don't go back, then they'll start, punishing everyone. But they would do that regardless, because if they found you guilty, then that would be like, oh, if he's capable of that, then everyone else who is like not like he was in high standings, but at his core he was still one of them, and they all must be worse if like the best among them were capable of such things.
Yeah.
But like they said, now that
Zero cop
he's
to it.
come forward and said that he did it. Then he has a bit more of a chance.
Yeah.
But still, they're so willing to throw the blame around on everyone. But since he admitted it on live TV, and then if they went and, still condemned someone who, people might now believe is innocent, that's probably not the best thing to do either. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Here we go.
They have capes.
Nightmares? They would have been wise to surrender from the start.
Yeah, they don't have nightmares.
So Cornelia, a single unit did this?
Another victory. Area 18 has been established. Sorry to have you clean up after my foolish younger brother.
Please don't apologize, my lady. We live to serve and our place is with you.
Do you think Area 11 needs our usual treatment?
Yes, my lady.
Good. I'll drive you into the open, Zero. Clovis will be avenged.
I wonder if she's the,
Second Princess
Yeah.
Cornelia.
Yeah, okay.
That is her, and she's an ace pilot, apparently, on top of being, like, a crazy nightmare pilot, on top of being the princess.
Very convenient, though, that she will be coming and he doesn't have to go somewhere else to look at her, because I imagine it would be hard for him to leave
Japan,
the,
yeah. With his sister there and everything.
And without exposing himself or...
Exactly.
You know, I'm kind of surprised that his sister, I mean, I guess part of it helps that he's being super theatrical,
Yeah.
but his sister only hears his voice. She doesn't see him. So I'm surprised that she...
He has a little voice modulator on his thing, but,
okay.
but it is like, I mean, Colin, like, recognized the similarity.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I find it funny how she's, like, just hanging out with in the background, but then last episode she just showed up, so I don't know what the deal with that is.
I'm back.
Welcome home, lelouch.
I'm so glad I was worried.
I'm assuming you ate out tonight, judging from your appearance.
Thank goodness. I thought maybe you'd gotten caught up in all the uproar caused by that man Zero. I tried calling you, but you didn't answer your cell phone. I wanted to tell you Miss C2's been waiting for you as well.
C2?
Your friend goes by such an unusual name, only her initials.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, is C2 your girlfriend?
He made a promise about our future together, right?
A future together? You mean marriage?
No! No, that isn't what she was talking about. She's kidding around.
No, I'm not.
You're certainly doing this sooner than most, but everyone's different, aren't they? So I suppose it isn't that strange, and if you feel like you're ready for...
Oh, C2, look what you've done. You're soaking wet. Come on, let's get you to the bathroom into a dry change of clothes. Nominally, stay here, and I'll clean that up in a minute. And she was kidding before. Kidding. Just a dumb joke, that's all. Who are you?
I'm C2.
That's not what I meant. Why aren't you...
Supposed to be dead. So, do you like the power that I gave you?
As I thought, it was you.
Dissatisfied?
On the contrary, I'm grateful. It allows me to speed up my schedule tremendously.
Schedule?
Yes, my schedule for obliterating Britannia. I'd have had to wait much longer before I could have made the initial move.
You believe you can destroy it simply by using that power?
I intended to do it without this power.
I just knew that he'd turn out to be a fascinating guy.
What will you do now?
She's just like, my god, this level of intensity is quite exhausting.
I'm sure the military is after you.
Not the entire military, only a small faction of it. It shouldn't be difficult to find a hiding place. I can make do here.
What? You expect to stay here?
A gentleman would sleep on the floor.
Don't joke around.
My being caught would cause trouble for you too.
It's dangerous to stay together.
If I wander the streets, they'll find me.
This isn't about you. It's my situation.
I hate stubbornness.
You sure take things casually, don't you? How did you manage to survive before this? And what's the deal with that so-called contract you spoke
Good
of?
night, lelouch.
Such a troll move.
So, what did Orange turn out to be anyway? Well?
You know, for someone who isn't willing to answer any questions, you certainly do ask a lot of them.
If you don't want to answer my questions, you don't have to, just as I don't.
There is no Orange, it's something I made up. But the more they claim to be comrades of like mind, the easier it is to divide them with the thorns of suspicion.
Everyone on Earth is looking for you. Because of you, the world is going through an upheaval. So, is this it? Is this what you wanted to see?
No, this uproar is simply a means to an end. The world is destined to descend into greater chaos.
Case number 107, Private Suzaku Kururugi, Area 11 Military Force. You are no longer a suspect and hereby set free due to lack of evidence.
Nice.
What happened? I'm free.
Out of the way!
What were you gonna do? Just belly flop on the pavement?
Arms either.
Oh my.
Huh? Is there something wrong?
Yes, there is something wrong. The truth is, bad guys are chasing me. So considering the circumstances, could you help me, please?
We must get rid of this orange character before Princess Cornelia assumes her new post.
Now the loyalty of us purebloods is being called into question.
Are the reports we've been hearing true? Lord Jeremiah was bribed? Do you know what this orange means?
In any case, Lord Jeremiah is definitely hiding something.
Saying he can't recall anything? Bartley offered the same excuse.
They're both
Lord
Geass.
Jeremiah's memory is muddled, exactly like those of the men in Shinjuku whose Sutherlands were stolen and...
That's all she can remember.
We haven't introduced. My name is Yuffie.
Yuffie?
Yes.
My name's...
Don't tell me.
Huh?
'Cause I already know it. You're a celebrity. Son of Prime Minister Genbu Kururugi. Private
Look at her hair.
Kururugi.
It's crazy.
You lied before. There's no one chasing you at all, right?
Meow.
What?
Meow meow. Oh, does a kitty's paw hurt? Meow meow meow. Meow. Meow meow.
He's so cute.
Oh my.
I'm sure they put him through the 3rd degree because of that Zero incident. What? Why is he...
Do you have trouble with cats?
I like them fine, however... The attraction isn't mutual. Yuffie, why did you tell me that lie when we met?
Do you ask because you're concerned about me?
Of course.
Good. Then you can accompany me some more.
All right.
Come on, it'll be fun.
What is her deal?
You know, being here is just like being in Britannia. I feel right at home.
Are you from the homeland?
Uh-huh. I was a student there up until last week.
Last week? By student, do you mean high school? You can go sightseeing anytime, can't you?
You ask a lot of questions.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. You see,
They're just stalking him in a
the last
giant
time
car.
vacation, I wanted to see as much of Area 11 as I could because I'd like to know what kind of place it is.
You didn't need me for that.
No, I'm glad I could see it with you.
You sure came at an interesting time.
Suzaku,
Yeah.
would you mind taking me to one more place, please?
Your wish is my command, milady. Where to?
Take me to Shinjuku. Suzaku Kururugi. Please escort me there.
Why Shinjuku?
Yeah, you know, when you and I were in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Can you find out what the caller ID was? I want to contact that person again.
It was a school phone, so I'm not sure, sorry.
I see.
Wearing his clothes.
Girl.
What? Is there something wrong? Oh. No way.
It's like if Ryu could be seen.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What indeed? Are you insane? You can't go walking around.
Don't act strict with me. I never leave the school grounds, so it's fine.
It's not. You can't do as you like here. You don't belong.
I don't belong anywhere. What's with her?
Oh, is she doing it again today?
Again?
She's going to be marking the wall like that every day because I used my Geass on her to make her do it.
Geass?
The name of the power I have. That's what I heard when we first made contact.
You're testing how long it lasts?
I need to know the specs of my weapon, don't I? So
It's so cruel if you think about it.
The Shinjuku ghetto. Ruined again. The residents were starting to return, too.
Man, they didn't use RG on the 11s. I figured they wouldn't.
Hey, look! Those are marks from Hummer rounds. Get a clear shot of it.
Say cheese. Got it. Okay, me next.
This is accurate. This information about Zero?
Yes, sir. Right. Set up a cordon around Shinjuku Ghetto Sector 4 at once.
Cordon Sector 4. Roger. Okay, balls in your court now, Lord Q.
Great.
I wanted to be put through to Lord Jeremiah, but it appears that you're too busy now.
Get out of here, you damn Britannian bastards!
Stay here.
So fucked up, like, tourist location.
Wrong. You're nothing but a beaten dog. You
Holy shit.
Please, no violence. Stay out of this. Are you Suzaku Kurugi, the guy who killed Clovis? No, idiot. It was Zero who killed him. This guy's nothing more than a slave. Big deal. You're an honorary Britannian. You sold your pride, your people, your soul, yet you call yourself Japanese? No, you're wrong. I am not wrong. You stinking Britannian lapdog!
Stop, please. Don't make me fight against my own people.
Like hell are your people.
Come on, just let it go.
Why did she want to bring him here anyways?
Suzaku. Oh my, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
I'm not okay. Just look at my prime genes.
Shut the fuck up.
Why did you wait? Damn it, some honorary citizen you are. Why'd you let him go? You should have killed him.
How about you did anything other than be an asshole?
All these years anyway.
I'll not allow you to insult this man any longer, you oaf.
The effective range is approximately 270 meters, and the subject appears to have no memory of events before, during, or after the power is used. I think this is due to damage caused by the Geass interfering with the brain of the subject. Also, if the signal's optical, I can reflect it.
In the short time you've had it, you've learned a lot.
My opponent is an empire that controls more than 1/3 of the entire world. There's no such thing as being too careful.
I'd understand if you were an 11, but you're a Britannian, aren't you? This opponent may be too large and strong to fight with only Geass for a weapon.
Is it good to be strong?
Is it bad to be weak? Back then, when I was 10,
I love that
the world
cut.
seemed like such a terribly sad place. A world without any hope at all.
Starvation,
Disease,
filth, decay,
racism,
constant war and terrorism,
living in a never-ending cycle of hate.
rats running in a wheel.
The cycle must be broken. Somebody has to do it.
How idealistic.
Of course, it's doubtful that the one who does it will make all the bad things go away.
I'm not that arrogant. And so,
no one should lose more of the people they love. At least, a world without war.
And to have this utopia, how would you do it?
It's simple. When somebody wins, the fighting will end.
Somebody?
I don't know how you would do it, but if I stop trying, then my father's death will have been in vain.
The Prime Minister's death?
My own father died because he had to sacrifice his life in that war.
Jeremiah, you're going to pay for letting Prince Clovis's murderer go free.
You dirty coward! That sighting of Zero was a lie, wasn't it?
This is how we keep our officials honest.
Suzaku!
The purebloods are having a silly squabble. Better get out of here. Oh, and by the way, what a shame about your acquittal. Because now you'll have to work for me again.
Please, isn't this an opportunity to gather battle data for the Lancelot?
Suzaku?
I'm sorry, Yuffie. We have to say goodbye here.
Just leaves her here.
I think I can stop them with the Lancelot. I must.
Sorry, Jeremiah. We'll say you died in battle. Your family's name won't be disgraced.
You're serious then? You actually intend to kill me?
Q! Silence, Orange! We serve the Imperial family.
Why else would we be here?
Orange.
All hail Britannia! Stop it! You're all Britannian soldiers!
It's him. It's that honorary Britannian. Lancelot!
Business that the Special Corps want here. Interlopers will die. I can't stand by and ignore this senseless battle.
Oh my god.
Isn't that dope?
They've perfected the MVSs. Too late. I won't back down.
We're on the same side!
Splits it down the middle. Saving the guy who tried to have him executed.
I mean, this guy would save anyone.
Yeah. That's the point.
Lord Jeremiah!
Violetta, thanks.
Still want to fight?
Ma'am, stand down.
You understand then? I'm using a chaos mine.
Get. She is so lucky right now.
Holy shit.
He risked his life for...
Everyone, lower your weapons at once.
There's gonna be someone
In my
important.
name, I command you.
It can't be.
I am Euphemia Libertania of the Empire, and the third princess of the royal family.
Yuffie.
I'm assuming command here. Now fall back.
It is her.
Do you know it was her, Lloyd?
Uh-huh.
He's standing like that.
Hasn't made a public debut yet.
We're truly
sorry.
Imagine if they just killed her.
My lady! I had no idea who you were. Please forgive me, Princess.
Suzaku, you and I bear similar deep pain. You have lost your father as I have lost my brother.
Will you let me help you in your quest to ensure that no one ever again has to suffer the loss of a loved one on the battlefield?
Yes, I'm worthy of your kindness.
I heard what you did, Euphemia. You shouldn't be so reckless.
I know, sister. Forgive me.
You will address me as Viceroy here, Sub-Viceroy Euphemia. Because we're sisters, we need to follow a stricter protocol.
Yes, I understand.
Now then, give me your report.
Lady, the first order of business is a welcome party we've arranged for your highness.
Sloppy, senile, corrupt.
Where is Zero? I want the enemy of the Empire caught! Get Zero! I'll be joining the student body here at Ashford Academy beginning today. My name is Suzaku Kururugi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Somehow Suzaku's at school.
Just to spice it up a little bit. He has to live like the true lifestyle of flying around in a mech half the time, going to school the other half the time. Probably will end up on the student council just to like really take it to the next level.
So what did you think of these two episodes?
Okay, I just need to ask one thing. So obviously, like, okay, so lelouch and his sister are like part of the royal family, but they haven't.
Correct.
So like this, so like the
Euphemia?
Yeah, Euphemia and what's her name?
Cornelia.
Yeah. Are they? Do they have different moms or like, I don't know quite how it works because there's like this.
There are many wives.
Second is when they say second prince or princess. Does that mean they were the second born or from the second wife? Or like how does
second
that
born.
Okay.
I think lelouch said when he was describing his mom that where introducing himself to Clovis that he said like Lady Marianne, who lelouch's mom, was like fifth consort to the king of Britannia or something like that. So like he has multiple concubines and wives, and all of his children are legitimate. Yeah. So he has like a shitload of kids with different women.
I guess I was just trying to work out. So are Euphemia and Cornelia, are they actually like, do they both have the same mom or do they? Okay.
Yeah, they are sisters, not half siblings. And, but Clovis has a different parent. I actually don't know.
Yeah, because
they might actually be the same. They might actually be the same. The three of them.
The three of them.
I forget, but they all grew up in like.
Yeah, I guess, and I was gonna say it would also depend, like, because they've taken over so much of the world. He probably has different like children from different people all over the place.
No, he only has pureblood.
No, but I mean like they live elsewhere, but some of them might live closer together and know each, because like lelouch wasn't close or like
he grew up in the Ares villa. That was his home, and that was in the homeland of Britannia. Okay. He went to Japan at a certain point. We'll get more into that, but basically he lived as a prince. We'll learn more about that. He was not like always. Anyway, yeah.
Because I guess I'm just like, if there's so many of them, they can't all be very close or like even necessarily know each other. So if Euphemia is like, oh, my like either he was her actual brother or they just knew each other growing up, and like, you know what I mean. So anyway, I was just curious on that.
Well, we will perhaps learn more about the royal family as we go along. One thing to note is that they all have purple eyes like Targaryens. If you've noticed, Clovis and lelouch and the sisters will all have purple eyes. It's like the royal color.
Yeah, I like C2 just flying around doing whatever she wants.
Dancing around.
I don't know how she's alive, but she's some sort of like weird science experiment, so I guess she can do what she wants. She can be alive if she wants. I love her outfit. I know it's like some sort of like straitjacket suit.
Yeah.
But it's super stylish.
It's pretty cool.
It's so
The
stylish.
boots.
Yeah. I really like that. I don't know what her deal is. She's just kind of, I mean, like kind of a lot of the girls in this are very just like kind of flying around doing whatever. Like even if they're important or like also badass, they're kind of just hanging around, you know?
What are you talking about?
Other than Colin's like very...
And Cornelia?
Cornelia, I just mean like the girls around the school, or a lot of them are just like sort of flying around.
Very preppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like C2 is just very relaxed and very chilled out for whatever she may be.
She's very monotone, yeah.
It's hard to get a read on her.
Also voiced by Sakura.
I was gonna ask that actually. Which is I like when I'm hearing her, especially.
And lelouch is saucery, if you didn't notice that.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I'm like every time I hear someone new, I'm like everyone's in this show.
Yeah.
Especially hearing, I figured out that C2 was Sakura when it was that thing where lelouch was talking. But then it was like flashing back
between
and
him
forth.
and Suzaku.
Yeah, and then so it was like so I hear Sasuke and then I hear Sakura as well. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah, a lot of familiar voices, and then Cornelia is Kurenai.
Yeah, I thought she also sounded familiar as well.
Mary Elizabeth McGlynn.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Do you like Yuffie's whole entrance and everything? How she wants peace too. That's her whole thing. Why she is coming to Japan, and she's also the sub viceroy. So she's like the vice president of Japan, basically at whatever 18, 19 years old or however old she is. She said she got out of school last year.
Very opposing to her sister. Like,
yes,
Cornelia is just seems like she's just gonna come in there and beat the shit out of anyone who doesn't go along with what she's doing. And then so there's just like the one sister who's like, I will kill anyone who doesn't do what I say.
Empire. I will avenge my brother.
And then the other one's just like, I want there to be peace so no one has to lose a brother again.
Yeah.
It's just like...
I think now that you mention it, maybe they do have the same mother.
Those two?
And Clovis.
Okay.
Because the way that they talk about him was very familiar, and I think the way they talk about it is more like a brother and less like prideful, my family, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it would also make sense if they were his full siblings for
Why
them
they
to be taking over ruling in his stead.
Yeah.
Rather than just like because if it was someone else, then there may have been some sort of large scale family disagreement or like someone getting assigned there. But if it was just, this section of the family can.
There are other like more important royals and like their older siblings and whatever, or their younger siblings who rule different parts of the world. Because this is obviously the 11th place and it's the most recent. But Cornelia was off subjugating somewhere in the Middle East.
Well, they said that was the 18th one, so they've clearly gone a lot farther.
So they just just conquered another country or another area.
But it seems like she has just been like rolling through.
And now that there's like an insurrection starting to happen in Japan,
she has to come there to like take over because
she's the woman for the job.
Yeah,
she's like super hardcore.
She can just destroy everything if she felt like that's what was necessary.
Yeah. So it's pretty much what you said last discussion where like they kill Clovis, this dummy, and then he's replaced with someone more competent and like more hardcore and harsh. So yeah, she's not interested in like a welcome party or a
I don't see her going on
TV.
My
heart bleeds for the 11 people. Yeah.
No, she's just gonna be like. In any press conference with her would be like, anyone known to have contact with Zero will be executed immediately.
Yeah.
Don't even try to stop me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where it's gonna go from here, but I guess we'll see.
But we also got, speaking more of Suzaku and Lelouch's, like, double speech. They're basically finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah.
And just, like, how they basically have the exact same viewpoint, but are attacking it from different angles. One of them's doing it from the inside, one of them's doing it from the outside.
And it also just, like, the way they view it. Like, Lelouch is like, I have a very set plan. I've been planning this for a long time. Now that I have some powers, that, like, takes it to a new level. But I will slowly and methodically take them down. And then Suzaku's just like, I don't know what the answer is, but I'm just gonna keep trying my best and hopefully bring about change in a positive way from the inside.
He wants to represent Japanese people in the system and do a good job so that he's recognized for his accomplishments, gets some power, and then can do something from internally. It's less hopeful and more like trusting the system and trusting himself to do the right thing and not kill anybody, because he hasn't killed a single person. He doesn't kill people. He always makes them eject when he's fighting other nightmares. He always tries to save people, even at his own peril.
Yeah.
Every time, like Lelouch. Obviously, he knew Lelouch, but he covered his face with the gas mask when he thought there was poison gas. He'll do anything to protect other people, and that's his main thing. And you can argue about which side of them is going to be more effective. As the series goes on, but it's definitely really interesting. I just love the way they start that whole scene where it's like, C2's like, oh well, now that you're strong, won't you blah blah blah, and she says something about that, and then he's just like, is it bad to be strong? Or no, is it good to be strong?
Yeah.
And then Suzaku's like, is it bad to be weak? And it cuts to them, and it's like, just the duality of it is so awesome and cool. Leave a like and subscribe. Unless there's anything more you want to say.
Are we forgetting anything from the previous episode?
Let's check. Oh no.
The whole
the escape thing.
Yeah, he's so dramatic.
It's incredible.
It's ridiculously dramatic, but it worked really well, especially for a live TV event. Just took it to the new level. And I love
on the train
saying on the train was another level of ridiculous, but saying like, oh, you don't want them to find out about Orange or whatever, just to totally throw everyone off.
Everyone to suspect that he's into some shady shit.
Yeah.
And that he's willing to compromise
and then
the military plan.
Yeah, so he says this. That's what was perfect about it, because you could just say, oh, you don't want anyone to know about this, and then if there was no reaction to it, it wouldn't work. But then he used his power and made him go absolutely insane.
Literally fighting the other people.
Yeah, grabbing his own guys, like, no, stop. And it's just like, gee, you can't deny it at that point that there must be something going on.
He can't go after and be like, I don't know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Because he literally let them get away, fought them to give them a way out.
And said, we need to help them get away.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not really any backing out of that one.
Very interesting stuff. Leave a like and subscribe. We're getting into the next one here pretty soon. Check out Patreon. See you then. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.